Hello, good morning, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another Vintage Matchbox Monday. As I said in last week's video in episode on episode 1, that every Monday for the foreseeable I'm going to be doing basically anything and everything to do with vintage Matchbox cars. So I could be showing pieces from as early as 1953 right up to the last sort of 10 years. So I could be showing all ages of vintage Matchbox, everything from Tyco's era, Universal Toys era. That's the general idea. The reason I've decided to do these, as I said in the last video, was basically because I bought a huge box full of vintage Matchbox, mainly from they're sort of like between 20-year-olds, so they're all sort of from the early days of early days of when Mattel took over, and I've got some from Universal Toys and I've got some from Tyco. But I bought a great big load of vintage Matchbox, and I thought rather than just make one video or 2 or 3 little videos, I would do like I said, show a couple of pieces each week. And like I said, the sort of things you can be looking forward to seeing is sometimes it will be unboxing like today, or sometimes it might be related stuff, an individual piece, and then I'll show related stuff to that individual piece. But anyway, without further ado, we have got 2 pieces to look at today, and we'll take a look at this piece in a minute. Now, I've actually got another one of these somewhere in my collection, but I got another one because when I bought the load of cars that I bought a couple of weeks ago, I seen roughly what was in there, but I just basically, it was such a good deal that I bought it, and I have noticed that I've got some doubles, but again, it doesn't matter, so we will open this one anyway. So this one is now I believe this is from the last throes of Universal Toys, when Universal Toys had Matchbox, and I believe because Universal Toys, they took over from Lesney. They went from 1982 to 1992, and then in 1992 Tyco took over. Now, I've looked it up and I haven't really managed to find out who actually had it. I'm surmising this is the last throes of Universal Toys, but anyway, let's give it a bit of zoomage and have a closer look. So there you go. So now these are quite unusual to come across. So it just says Matchbox Team Collectibles, and there was quite a lot. I looked it up, there was quite a lot in the range they did quite a lot of these Corvettes, and different colours, different teams, I believe. I'm not an expert on baseball or any of this type of stuff, so I'm not going to go too much into what it's about. I'm just going to show mainly it's just the car mainly, but it is quite nicely done. And like I said, I have got one of these in my collection somewhere else. I think the other one I got's in red, I can't remember now. But so as you can see, it says it's official on the side there. I think the car is a licensed, so it's definitely a licensed piece. Just a little bit more information there. So you can see it says it's got the trademark Corvette. So anyway, we will get into this. So like I said, oh, there we go. So this has been boxed since the early 90s, and let's take a closer look. So there we are. So pretty cool. It's got a little bit of paint rash on the bonnet, but you can let that off as it's been boxed for so long. But it is a Corvette anyway, nonetheless. 1992 on the back, and it says Goodyear Eagle tyres. So the tyres are pretty cool. So there you go. So we've got on the bottom, so it says 1979 copyright. So I should imagine this is Universal Toys. This could be because obviously they had the original licensing to all of the old castings that came from when Lesney had it. So there you go, Chevrolet Corvette, made in China. So it doesn't say a great deal, but copyright MLB 1992. So like I said, I'm not quite sure if this is the beginning of Tyco or the end of Universal, but I'm going to say it's the end of Universal. That's what I think anyway. But anyway, pretty cool piece, and it has got suspension, which is cool. So yeah, so like I said, I think it's pretty cool. As I said, this is the second piece I have. I did come across one of these a while ago. I'm sure it is in red. But they did trucks, they did Corvettes, they did lots and lots of stuff like this. And I may show at the end, I might leave up some pictures of some of the other stuff that you could get. But anyway, so that is, and I should imagine this is, so if it says 1979 copyright, so yeah, it's a late 70s Corvette anyway. So pretty cool. So that's the first piece for today. And let's put the box out the way over there. And then the next piece, now this is the piece I'm more intrigued with. Now, I've got a few of these in the range, but I'll show them next week possibly. But so this is what we've got on it. It says Matchbox. So this is a 50th celebration by the looks of it. So it says 50 years. So we've got 52 to 2002. So this was celebrating 50 years. And it came out. So this is from Mattel. This is from when Mattel has it. Sorry, because Mattel still has it. This is from Mattel years. So it just says police. We've got fire, flooder, skyfire. I think that says skyfire. But anyway, let's have a little look. So yeah, 2001 copyright. So this is 21 years old, 22-year-old coming on. So it is like I said, it is quite old in its own right. So let's get it open anyway. It does have an opening feature. So and there it is, and this is pretty cool as it's held in this little plastic piece that holds it from rubbing around, which is good because these were good because when you've got cars loose in the packaging, that's when you get a bit of packaging rub. So at least that stops that. But anyway, so here's the car. So I'm not quite sure what it's based on. Let's have a little look. So it just says police car. So as far as I'm aware of, it's just a generic car. It's not an actual licensed car, but it's still pretty cool. So there you go, 2001 Mattel. So very basic underneath, but it is still pretty cool. Just trying to get a bit of a closer. So it says MIP. Okay, I'll just get the bigger zoom on. MPF 2002. Sorry. But yeah, it's in remarkably good condition. No packaging rub. I do like collecting police castings. I must admit, I'm a big fan of police castings. And it just says Matchbox on the wheels. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It gives it. I tell you what, it's got that sort of RoboCop feel to it. I know it's not the same colour, and it's not, but it's got that same sort of look to it. Maybe it's because the front's similar, but it's got that sort of look to it. And then we got the opening feature, which is this little boot lid, which is made in plastic, but it's not too bad. And then what looks like we've got what looks like that could be either a torch or a megaphone. I'm not quite sure. That's supposed to be, looks like a fire that's a fire extinguisher by the looks of it, and that could be a torch. But pretty cool. And like I said, I'm not, even though I'm into Matchbox. Matchbox is my thing. A good thing about doing these videos now is I'm getting to learn more, because you can never know it all, and I don't profess to know everything about Matchbox. I'm still learning, and like I said, I don't know a lot. I know quite a lot about the older Matchbox, but you know, the years from when Tyco turned into Mattel years, I don't know a lot. So like I said, doing these videos, hopefully I'll learn some more stuff that I didn't know. But anyway, so that is today's pieces. Stay tuned for episode 3, which will be next week. Like I said, I'll be doing something completely different. I will be unboxing another couple of pieces, and then there will be some related cars to go with it. It'll be a bit bigger video next week. So stay tuned for that. Also, hopefully we've got a few dry days now, so I should be able to finish off my restoration car that I've been working on. So hopefully I'll be able to upload that very soon. And also I've got some Mini GT that I've ordered. I've got a couple of pieces of Mini GT coming from Mini GT, so stay tuned for that too. And with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more vintage Mondays and vintage pieces and unboxing and wheel swaps and customs and restorations and all that good stuff. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching.